Good afternoon. This is Adam with RJO Futures in Chicago. Today is Thursday, August 7, 2014. Very quick coffee report for you this afternoon. This market, coffee in September's last trading 184.80 to wrap up the day, and that's in the September futures contract. Puts coffee down on a very big day, down 605. This market over the past week has been extremely volatile, probably one of the most volatile markets here to watch in commodities. Reason being, over the past week or so, we've seen the results of a lot of the Brazilian harvest come out. We've seen the very big news coming out of Brazil with the yields being lower than they were anticipated to be. So pretty bullish. That did support and prompt a lot of buying from traders that were out there waiting on the numbers to come out. And so we've seen we'll see a pretty tight supply going forward. This is more of a long-term thing. On a tight supply of coffee out there. However, in the near term, we still have a huge supply out there. You had Brazil last year, and their harvest had pretty decent harvest numbers coming out of Brazil, Colombia, as well as Vietnam. So there's a lot of coffee still on the market. There is some pretty strong demand, but until we see that demand really start to chip away at a lot of the supply we already have, we should see some pretty stagnant markets, and we should see some pressure be continued on the coffee prices. So overall, I think that demand will continue to stay strong. You look at the S&P and the equities markets, and you see the S&P's trying to make a run for that $2,000 level. Ultimately, it'll probably get there, but until it does and the demand meets up with the supply, I really think that we're going to trade sideways. So near term, pretty much neutral. On this market, pretty flat, although you'll see some pretty wide swings, anywhere between $1.50 to $2 for coffee. Long term, I am bullish, so keep an eye out for that $2 level. Once we start to break above that, then you want to start to entertain the idea of getting involved on the long side somehow. Probably using options is your best way to go when approaching a long-term bias. So upside resistance is $2. As I mentioned, downside support's going to come in at 183.30. If you do have any questions on the coffee market or any of the futures or commodities markets, please feel free to call or email me. I'll be more than happy to explain things in plain old English and answer any questions that you have. That being said, have a great day. Futures and options on futures may involve substantial risk and may not be suitable for all investors.